You nasty, freaky motherfucker.
And how's it going? This is the C-Man here from Leave 'em Speechless 2. I am here with my lovely co-host. Okay, you tell them what you want to do.
Mo.
Feel better now?
Yes, I feel better.
Okay.
We're
going to address a conversation.
A conversation?
Well, I mean, y'all were talking back and forth, so it was.
Why do you have to? Okay, anyways, it just somebody asked a question,
inbox question
about older men, younger women. This is your channel. Go ahead. Let me shut up.
Thank you very freaking much. Okay.
Freaking much. We don't say freaking on Leave 'em Speechless. We just thank you very fucking much. Anyways, let's move on. All right, so
what was the question? You got
basically older man, younger woman. Our opinions on that. I'll start. My opinion basically on an older man, younger woman. I mean, we can go off the pros. Okay, this man is more experienced in life. He knows a lot about life that he can teach you. He has a lot of different experiences. He's been through a lot of different things with most likely a lot of different women. So he pretty much already know his stance and where he stand. And at 40, well, I believe she said he was 46 years old. He's pretty much molded already in his ways. So basically, however you got with him right now, that's the way he is and going to be. Yeah, so he's pretty much set. And like I said before, when I spoke to this particular young woman, that age is really just a number. We can't measure love by age. I do understand that. There are some men that are older that are some women that are younger that are very mature for their age. So they could handle the difference in age, which means the difference in life experience, or things that they haven't experienced yet.
Or even just their way of thinking.
Yeah, their way of thinking. That's true. Their way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They could just think on that type of level that, and I think that's in any relationship. You know what I'm saying? Really, in any relationship, it's like that. You know what I mean? Everybody go through different things in their relationship, so fuck.
I mean, when have you ever seen an older, sophisticated gentleman with an airhead, a dinkleberry, a blonde, pick any, metaphor you want to use or whatever, but you don't see it. So the thing of it is, if you got a younger woman with an older man, she's thinking on a level that is compatible for the two of them. So she is mature enough to an extent. Okay? I'm not saying, now, for all we know, this 40-some-odd-year-old, or take any 40-some-odd-year-old person, for example, doesn't have a high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he doesn't know much, not as far as the ways of books. Okay, but then you can get someone who's a college student, in their 20s or something like that, and they will be more mature than the 40-something-year-old. So it's how they balance the maturity and the mindset.
I like that. That is so true, cameraman. I really like that. I wonder if that's the way you really think.
I'm deeper than that. Much deeper than that.
He always does that. Anyways, but I would say that's a lot of pros. The pros to being with the older man, you get to understand. You get to get hit up on some knowledge, on some game about experiences that you haven't went through, that they can set forth for you on how it's going to be or what it may be like. So you get that kind of experience. As far as the whole love thing in the relationship, I said before, hey, you can't measure love. You know what I'm saying? You can't measure who you fall. I mean, you can't determine who you are going to fall in love with. But if you love them and you care about them and the feeling is mutual, then I say, hey, go for it. You know what I mean? Don't keep no flags up and shit like that for a very long time. I mean, keep your guard, but if you don't want to keep your guard up too long, because that'll deter anybody in any type of relationship. If they constantly trying to break some walls down and you constantly building the entire time, they're never going to get through to you. They're never going to see the inside, the real inside of you.
Now, I believe I said this in one of my further back videos. That that in order to get to a woman, period, you know, stop trying to destroy the whole wall, chip away at it. Remember when I said that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, in a relationship such as this, where someone's slightly older or much older
Like 20
than
years.
the other individual.
Mm.
I'm not just saying their relationship. I'm talking about pretty much a 10-year difference,
Mm-hmm.
15-year difference, 20-year difference. It doesn't matter. The thing of it is, if he's busy trying to chip away one brick at a time, to let you can trust him, you can love him, and all these other things, and then she brings in a construction crew to go build up. It took him 2 days to knock down one brick, but she done built the Empire State Building and stuff like that. Unless you are willing, and I do mean willing, wholeheartedly and everything else, unless you're willing to commit to that type of relationship, as far as reconstructing buildings, it's destined to fail. The thing of it is, lay all your cards out in the very beginning and everything else. Explain your wants, your needs, your desires, what you like in an individual, what you dislike in an individual, and stuff like that. If all the playing cards are out there, there's no need for either one of you to have walls. See, you got to remember, being the older guy, he gets attached to someone and he holds on to that individual. And with her being younger, she may want to go out with the girls to the club and everything else, and the club is not his scene anymore. So now what? Now what does that do? That puts a strain on a relationship. You didn't lay all the cards out.
So are you kind of like saying how you personally feel or something? Because
No,
just the way you put that shit out there is like, that's some real shit. I mean, I agree. But I say,
But the thing of it is, if he
a man
is a
want pussy
homebody,
regardless of whatever.
if he's a homebody,
If he
and stuff
likes
like
you
that,
and wants you, he wants that pussy. He wants what's in between them goddamn thighs eventually. So basically, he's gonna do and put up with whatever he gotta put up with until he getting them draws. That's just some real shit. So if you start off in a relationship where you're going to the club and you're shaking your ass and this, that, and the other, that needs to be brought to the table in the beginning, so it won't be no mid-relationship surprises. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was shaking my ass before you, and I'm going to shake my ass during you and after you. That's just how I do. I'm just saying that should just be brought out. But as far as like basically what it is that, what do you think about the older man, younger woman? This man being 46 years old, this woman being 23 years old. I gave my opinion.
Well, I can honestly say that there is going to be difficulties in that relationship to begin with, simply because there are things she hasn't experienced yet, things that she hasn't done, and things that he's done already. You cannot hold people to their inexperience. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, if you're not ready to commit on a level for both of you, then don't even get into the relationship. Just date. Don't get into the relationship. Now, as far as from what I understand, you've been in this relationship.
Fucking too. I mean, can you fuck?
You've been in this relationship, which means both of you are committed to one another. The thing of it is, compromises will make the relationship go smoothly.
That's true. Is that why we're so in love and stuff?
Yes. And plus, the pussy's good.
Oh anyway. My God! Why do you
Here it is.
You always
Here-
leave me
here-
speechless.
here-
Oh my God! I
No,
just
I
can't say shit.
Anyway, these are jokes, but the truth of the matter is, the thing of it is, y'all have to come to, with any relationship, it has nothing to do with older, younger, whatever, any relationship, y'all have to come to some type of compromise. The age difference is nothing. It's nothing. That's a minute thing. If you're going to let a number scare you, because I got news for you, the rest of society is going to look at you differently because he's much older or she's that much younger. Look, that's how they think of you. When that door is closed and you are in the comfort of your own home, how do the two of you feel about one another? That's where it begins. That's what makes a relationship. And once that is strong, y'all both can take on the world outside. He says, hey man, don't you feel like you dating your daughter? No, she's not my daughter. This is a fine young thing that's my woman. Oh, no. Don't you feel like you just dug up the grave and put this nigga on your arm? No. This nigga has more tricks than a lot of you 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old niggas. So yeah, it works out for both. But the thing of it is, you have to compromise.
Nice. And we're going to leave it right here. Leave your motherfucker speechless with that. And we're going to come back with another video and continue this part 2.
And if there's any other questions you want to ask, don't be bashful.
Feel free.